But what goes around comes around. In the London Olympics, she lost to her opponent, the world-class chopper Kim of Korea. Hence, she failed to advance furthermore in London. And whereas Tang, also a world-class player from Korea, Yanfei at the age of 33, 34, is getting stronger and stronger after giving birth to her daughter. And now her daughter lives in Shandong, where she and her husband also live as well. Mr. Feng, the umpire for this encounter. Mr. Feng is from Guangzhou, an international umpire for table tennis, who speaks beautiful English. Both players in their early age also trained in China, representing China in the past as well, whereas Feng Yanfei got more success with the Chinese national squad, and later on they both emigrated to different countries, Spain and Korea respectively. And credit to both of them. Both are, so to speak, table tennis veterans over 30. However, they're still in love with the sport with tremendous passion. And Tang, with her teammates in London, finished 4th in the team event after being beaten by Singapore in the bronze medal battle. Shen Yanfei currently enjoys her career high ranking in the world, number 14. Quite an achievement. And Tang currently is ranked number 20 in the world. I think Tang is complaining a little bit about the air conditioning situation, because the air conditioners probably will actually make the center court a little bit windy, and it's going to be difficult for them to read the path of the flight of the table tennis ball. And because of that, Mr. Feng, the umpire, wants them to practice a little bit more before the game gets underway.
We're not ready yet. We're not ready. They're going to practice for a while. Yes, practice.
Yes, indeed. They still need to practice a little more to give the staff members here a chance to turn off the air conditioners inside. Yanfei, in addition to her success in Kobe this year, she also finished as the singles champion in the Korean Open in 2010.
Give me the ball, please. Women's World Cup quarterfinal. Shen Yanfei from Spain versus 당예서vscen얀페이 from Korea. First game.
Okay, the first game is going to start between Shen Yanfei and 당예서vscen얀페이 of Korea. The winner, of course, will go to the semi-final of the Women's World Cup. Yanfei, in her terrific form, she believes that she has a shot in the semi-final. And in the group matches, Shen Yanfei defeated all her 3 opponents without giving her opponents any chance at all. That shows her terrific form. In the group matches, she respectively defeated Tiana of Hong Kong and Matilda, and later on she also defeated Liu Jia of Austria. At the group stage, Dang's one performance which was very impressive was the one from the encounter between Yu Mengyu and herself, and the Korean defeated Yu Mengyu of Singapore 4-2.
Let's 2-all. Let's 2-all.
Making it 2 in a row. Dang didn't read well. Jokingly, Shen once told me that she's not really good at serving at all. She doesn't have a lot of variations, but certainly she shows us today she has improved a lot with her high toss short service there, which actually gave Tang a little bit difficulty just now. But not a second time though. Down answered back, leveling the score 3-all.
沈燕飞 3-all, 3-4, 3-all. Yes, 3-all. No problem. 3-all. Yes. Let 3-all. 4-3.
Dang Yizhu, in 2011, she also was a quarterfinalist of the women's singles in Brazil Open, and also finished as runners-up, one of the runners-up for the women's doubles with her teammate.
4-all.
And also in 2010, she also cracked the semi-final mark to be a semi-finalist in the Japan Open, also a run-up in the women's doubles.
5-4.
And incidentally, this is Shenyanfei's husband, who also happens to be her coach. And the husband-wife team so far is working out very, very effectively and successfully. Yanfei, who might not move very, very fast, is very quick at response with her speedy style, especially with her backhand flick and also forehand topspin there. She's a very focused and determined player. Jokingly, she could say that she's off the already off the peak, but in reality, she knows what she wants and how much she wants to continue her table tennis career. Yanfei, with strong determination, went for that smash there, giving her opponent no chance at all. Typical third ball attacking style, which works for Shen in her favor. High toss, short serve, placing it very well. The variations of Spain change. Again, check it out. Semi-high toss.
6-8.
Yanfei, who is also well liked here in Hubei. He's got a lot of fans.
6-9.
And last year in Singapore, she went through a disastrous trip. At the group stage level, she lost 3 matches in a row. But here, what a change. This time, in the group matches, she won 3 in a row instead. She's saying that as her daughter is grown up bigger and bigger also, she feels she could really leave her daughter in her parents' capable hands. In this way, she could be more focused on her career. And that pays off, certainly. Short serve. Went for the middle. Yes, she got it. Count doesn't look very settled here. So far, the Korean is not being able to read Yanfei's serve and also her. There you go. The ball path very well. Yanfei got a first one, 11-7. 1-0. Welcome back. Tang, who lost her first game 11-7, is trying to bounce back for sure in order to stay alive. And this is, of course, the encounter for a ticket in the semi-final of the Women's World Cup in Huangshi. Can Tang level the score? Let's check out the second game, which is underway now. Tang serve.
1 love.
Many players, after the climax of this year's experience of the London Olympics, would slow down a little bit and to recuperate themselves in order to get back to be normal. That includes a lot of Chinese Olympians like Zhang Jike, who was here yesterday, and today he is in Qingdao, his hometown, to do another celebration. And many are still sort of like settling down more with efforts. Shen Yanfei, of course, might be an exception, as she told me she was not happy with her experience in London as she didn't do well. And therefore, afterwards, she's been training even harder, also participating in the Chinese Division A League. And the Chinese Division A League is also of high level, full of Chinese young stars like Chen Meng and some others. So she's been staying at a very high and competitive level. And afterwards, she and her husband traveled back to Spain to play at the European League level for a while. And also, she represented the Spanish national team to compete out. And after this tournament, she's going to be back to Spain again for one more event before coming back to play continuously in the Chinese Division A. So therefore, her training level and competition level stays very high for Shen Yanfei. And that's why she's a tough competitor to beat here in this tournament. definitely a female player to watch. Went for the body right there, close to the body to Tang. Right down the middle. Good reply from Yanfei. And on the ITTF homepage, we even have one article about Shen Yanfei. The title is also very intriguing. The wooden spoon in Singapore, meaning she lost 3 group matches last year in Singapore, the Women's World Cup. And now here, a really better taste in Huangshi after winning 3 times already in a row. And in this quarterfinal, she's leading right now. After the first game, Shen Yanfei. Curtis Zhang, who's ranked number 20 in the world. Shen Yanfei has got strength and power and explosiveness. And one of her weak points, of course, is her move. Sometimes she doesn't move that fast. But she's very accurate right there, and it shows. She went for that forehand. Drive there. Check this out. Sudden change of direction, making the opponent difficult to reach that point. It strikes me that Tang is still having some difficulty reading Shen Yanfei's serves. Just about a month ago, Yanfei was also in Shanghai for the, in Suzhou rather, for the China Open. She went all the way to the semi-final before she lost to Liu Shiwen, the eventual run-up of the event.
8-6.
Situation is looking much better for Shen now with 2 serves to go. Did it catch the edge? It probably did.
8-7.
A job well done here by Dang, getting 2 points when her opponent served. Well placed to Yanfei's backhand.
Please continue playing.
Short serve.
8
Again, well placed here by Dang. Giving her 2 game points. One game point served. Crucial for Dang to get this game under her belt to level the score. Yanfei to serve though. Short one. Down the middle. Right close to the body. Ten apiece. Credit to her. The Spaniard who was leading all the way in this game, all of a sudden she trailed by 2 points. Now she has leveled the score. Wow, what a sudden acceleration of her speed by Tang. Dang, a 2-time Olympian. She showed up in Beijing for the first time in the Olympics. And also she went to London this time. Very deceiving with Yanfei's serve there. Still, this game is up for grabs. Beautiful top spin there from her forehand by Dang. Very, very spinny, difficult for the Spaniard to control it. And Dang knows how important it is to have this one under her belt. Now she has called a timeout. Two quarterfinalists, a quarterfinal is already done, and 2 semifinalists are already there, awaiting for the other 2 to come out. And we have Liu Shiwen already through to the semifinal, and also Feng Tianwei also in the same category. Now the 3rd semifinalist will come between the 2, and who will be the winner of this quarterfinal. Short serve. Beautiful shot right there by Yanfei. A sudden change of speed there. All. Still, it's anyone's game. Consistency-wise, still you will feel that the Spanish lady has her forte there, more consistent, and also Not afraid of long rallies. Now game point for her, 13-12. I caught the edge this time. Goes around, comes around. Luck was on Yanfei's side. So Yanfei has taken the second set by leading 2-0 in the third quarterfinal. We shall return. Welcome back. The third quarterfinal is still unfolding, with Shen Yanfei taking on Tang Yesu from Korea. Tang Yesu almost got a second game, but almost doesn't count here. Yanfei is leading 2-0 after the first two sets. Shen, who also intends to play for at least 2 to 3 years. She's saying that probably she's enjoying table tennis more than ever. In the past, she probably felt that she had to play to make a living, but now she says she really has got to the age or the stage at which she can just enjoy herself, enjoy her passion for this sport more than ever. Of course, the winner of this match would definitely be guaranteed to get $10,000 before tax. Not a bad check at all. And the winner of this tournament will get $45,000. And the runner-up will receive a fat check of $25,000. And the third-placed player will get $15,000. So this is really a very good tournament with rich prize in addition to high honors. Oh boy, once again the luck was with Shen. She was totally on the defensive side, being totally wrong-footed. She has to come back. Look at that with this kind of unconventional chopping style, yet it caught the edge of the end of the table. The Spanish lady is enjoying a very comfortable and large lead here. Dang needs to be on board in this game.
Lost 7.
She's lost 7 points in a row. Things are not exactly rosy to her. The second game has turned out to be really the turning point of this momentum. Dang already used her timeout, and she wanted to really capitalize on the opportunity to get that one, yet she failed, and now she is really trailing badly difficult to get back in this game.
Love 10.
10-0. I'm sure Shenyanpei is going to give one point away. It's a friendly gesture.
1-10.
And that will do it for this game. 11-1. Shenyanpei of Spain had easily taken care of opponent in this game. Now she's leading comfortably 3-0 in the third women's quarterfinal.
决胜局的比赛，让我们跟着音乐的节奏一起鼓掌，为双方运动员加油！
Again, there's a live coverage of the Volkswagen 2012 Women's World Cup. The third quarterfinal between Shen Yanfei and Dang Yunsu is still going on. And so far, Yanfei is leading 3-0. This is the fourth game with Dang to serve. Korean still needs to stay aggressive in order to survive here. She's on board first in the fourth game. Wow, that's a beauty. Blocking back so strong. Diagonally. Giving Shen no chance at all to react. Shen still tries very hard to maneuver her opponent. Sending the ball very long there. Deep and long.
2-all. Let's 2-all.
Good response from Shen. Very much ready for this serve. Use her backhand to flick it. Korean is not happy with herself. Just very inconsistent. A couple of good ones, followed by some poor returns and poor judgment. She has to regroup herself to pull through if she has any chance at all. Shen is very, very composed right now and focused. And we mentioned that Shen might not be the best player to move around that quickly. However, she covers herself pretty well with good anticipation. Again, very fast. As one of the top lefty players from the Chinese national team in the past, she got her training in Huangshi as well in the past before she moved overseas. So Huangshi again is not a strange place for Shenyanfei either.
3-6.
Credit to this Spanish lady who tried so hard to stay in good form after the Olympics, but many others took a breather and rested a little bit. She's been training rigorously.
7-3.
And one of her trademarks is her quickness, and she certainly shows here. Very comfortable cushion built by Shen again. 5-point lead. Taiwanese shot like that to make herself feel that she is still around. She can make a difference. I'm afraid it might be just a little bit too late and too little. Things are not looking good for the Korean. Trailing by 5 points. Shen wanted to continuously accelerate the speed. Good return from down there with good judgment, making Shenyanfei call a timeout just to think through. She needs to close out a game in fashion and also in a good way, not to have struggle like that. Where is the table tennis ball? That doesn't happen very often, does it? Who took it during the timeout? 9-6. Yanfei wants to wrap it up.
Okay, let's go on. 9-6.
Short one.
7-9.
A good chance for Dang to stay alive. And she knows it. She's got 2 serves to come. A good return from Yanfei, yet Dang knew how to actually kill it right there. Powerful forehand topspin, followed by a forehand smash there or drive. right down the line, parallel. Didn't give her opponent any chance. 3 points in a row. Good work. Oh, this could make the difference. Right now, Senyan페이 has got 2 match points under her belt. Can she seize the opportunity? And that will do it. Launching her forehand drive to attack Dang's backhand, and it worked. Senyan페이 in 4 straight sets. She defeated Dang from Korea, and now she is also through to the semi-final. Congratulations to the Spanish lady here, Senyan페이, who stays in terrific form after the Olympics with her tenacity and determination. There you go, the score, 11-7, 11-14-12, 11-1, 11-8. The turning point was the second game. 4-0, Senyan페이. And we shall return with the last Women's World Cup quarterfinal in just 4 moments. Stay with us.